Bonjour, film lovers! Did you know that you can subscribe to us on iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher Radio? We also have a website, realnerdspodcast.com, where you can find cool articles and other ways to listen to the podcast. You can also follow us on social, Facebook at Real Nerds Podcast, and Twitter and Instagram at Real Nerds. You can also call us at 720-6nerds5. We will listen to it, we will play it, and we will probably commentate on it. Also, email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Anyway, enjoy the episode.
Fear is a tool. But when that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning. I've been trying to reach you. Burn the God! About a king, and Rither's the match.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left.
I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
I'm vengeance. What's black and blue and dead all over?
I got you! I got you!
This is Real Nerds Podcast, and what you just heard was the new trailer for the Batman coming out, which is really awesome. I love the part where he's walking down like the alley or something, and he's getting shot at, and it's lighting it up, and he's beating people up at the same time.
Yeah. What if one of those guys just points their gun like 3 inches higher, though?
It's a lot harder to shoot somebody in the head than you think. Just letting you know.
Even with a machine gun?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess Batman's really... Yeah, I'm saying he has no face shield, and all those guys got to do is point up. And he's...
Yeah, but if you like, hitting a moving target is always tricky because you have to anticipate where they're going to be, and see, Batman knows that, so that's why it's flickering, and he employs all these other distractions.
He's just walking straight forward down a narrow corridor. I just
with flashing lights,
throwing off their timing.
Yeah, everyone's scared. Remember, he's using fear.
Just like
or
the Scarecrow.
bulletproof armor.
Yeah.
Well, Yeah, but it's like his face, his chin and mouth aren't bulletproof.
Well, you're taking a chance.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like all you gotta do is like just point a couple inches a little higher, and they can take out Batman in that shot. So
Or can they?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
had
there's
a-
something else going on in the movie I don't know about. Maybe he has a force field over his face. I don't.
That, or it's also out of context, so who knows?
Yep.
Brad, if they shoot him in the face, then the movie's over, and that would be bad. So that's why they don't do it.
Thanks, Harry, for doing the job of the government. Yeah, but what if they shot you in the face?
Oh, what if they shot me in the face? That's a risk we were willing to take. No, it was fun. The rest of the DC fandom, I was like, okay, this is interesting.
Yeah, I expected more out of the Flash thing, but like that wasn't. It was cool.
I thought it was interesting that
the silhouette.
The Flash was just Michael Keaton talking the whole time. All right.
Yeah, but it's cool. There's two Barry Allens, like, and like one, the costume is he's got Keaton's suit, but it's painted over as the Flash. If you saw that.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, if there's only a movie beating them to the punch, Spider-Man. But it was fun. Like, I had it running in the background while I was approving reports at work. And every once in a while I look up because something caught my eye. I think the Harley Quinn looks fun. It's a great TV show.
Oh yeah.
The comic's really good right now.
Yeah, there's
but anyways,
a lot of unfinished stuff in the fandom. There's like a lot of storyboards and photographs, but no, like you're very trailer light.
Yeah, it's more of, showing you this is what we're working on. Because even the Black Adam, it looks like they only had that one scene done. Because the rest of the establishing shots looked like they were concept art.
Yeah, previs.
Yeah.
It was cool that I didn't realize they already had Hawkman in the pipeline.
Yeah.
He's going to make his debut in that.
Yeah, they're kind of intertwined. I don't know, the Hawkman, Girl, and Black Adam stories are really convoluted. So I have a hard time keeping them straight.
Oh, you mean like all of comics?
I don't know. Like the DC stuff, though, they break off in so many different worlds that it's so hard. Is this like the good guy Black Adam, or is it kind of the anti-hero Black Adam? Is he a bad guy? Is it the one hot girl who first showed up, or is it the second one? It's just stuff like that I can't keep straight.
How many Hawk people are there, Ryan?
I don't know. Several.
Would it be best if I just got on with my day and did not worry about this?
Yeah, no, you just watch the movie and enjoy it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm still waiting for them to have Hawk Lad, but who knows?
And Hawk Dog.
Hawk Dog. Yes.
Well, Hawk Dog, we have a wiener.
When Jim Lee
Hey-o.
presented those different Crisis covers, I was like, oh my God, are they going to do another Crisis like event in the comics? Like, they've really milked that one.
All crises.
It's like Identity Crisis and what was the other one?
Oh, I mean, the first one's Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Yeah, but after Identity Crisis, they had like
I think it was Infinite Crisis, right?
Infinite Crisis, yeah. And then there was something recently that I didn't pay attention to that one.
No, in fact, on DC stuff, I pretty much drop off everything except for Harley and the main Batman title. I don't even read Detective Comics because they're starting to not have Batman as much in them. So
interesting, because they always have
it's
Batman in them.
No, if you go back, because I have some of the early ones with Batgirl.
Yeah, like they're like pre-1980 stuff. Yeah.
I mean, Batman's in them right now, but they're kind of forcing you to read about Miracle Molly and shit like that, stuff I don't care about. So
I've stopped getting Batman, but I did pick up Batman 89, and it's written by Sam Hamm, who co-wrote the movie, the 89 movie, and it's not bad. It's interesting.
Yeah,
it's like Harvey Dent's going after the Batman.
Nice.
Pre Two-Face, because he's a vigilante.
Nice. Anyways, we're Real Nerds Podcast, and every week.
And now we talk about comics. We're done with movies.
Every once in a while we talk about comics.
No.
I thought the trailer was really cool, so I kind of want to open the show with something awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it looked really well. But anyways, we see a new movie, and we podcast our experience of the world. This week we saw Halloween Kills, except for Corinne, she didn't see it.
Boo.
It's
a different movie.
I'm going to go ahead and put it out there, Corinne, that you will never see this movie because it is way too violent for you.
Oh, it's the meanest thing ever. I'm glad Corinne didn't go. She would have she would have left in 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely not your cup of tea. But
you know what?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, you know what? Is while I was sitting in my showing of The Last Duel, I thought, you know what? I bet this has a higher kill count than Halloween Kills.
Probably not.
I mean,
we'll get into it.
Unless the Last Duel has genocide in it, sure.
We'll get into it because we will tell you if we recommend the film or not. Play the trailer and then spoil it. And there's we can't really get into the kill count, I guess, without spoilers for Halloween Kills.
There's spoilers everywhere, Sheriff.
We also talk about movies we've seen throughout the week. Movie news. We already covered some of it at the very top of the show. And movies that are coming out. Movies is what we talk about.
Yeah, see, he did probably say movies at one point, but he definitely didn't say Judy.
You know, my Cary Grant's getting better.
I think you should audition for a biopic of him that's animated.
Probably not. I did when I was at Mile High Comics today. They have a collection of Cary Grant DVDs.
Why?
That I don't know. They have a lot of old stuff there, but they have it's a set from Sony, so Columbia, and it has The Awful Truth, His Girl Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the other ones, but the one they have on there that I actually don't own that I only got on streaming is Talk of the Town. But they want $30 for it. But when I did research for it on Amazon, it comes with like a bunch of special features and postcards that were the old lobby cards. So I'm like, I might get that because I don't think anyone's going to go in there and buy it. I mean, they might, but
no. But the question is that pack sealed at Mile High Comics or is it used?
Well, it's used, so I don't know what's in the inside. So I guess I could ask him
you may not get the postcards, but you'll at least get the discs.
Yeah, I might ask him because I kind of want the postcards because it's reproductions of the posters. So, yeah, saw that today. Yep, that's what we do. Movies.
Yeah.
Movies. Brad, can we still go around town?
Not as much, but you can.
Hey, film buddies, follow me around Denver.
Well, like I said last week, the Holiday Twin is the only one still open in the metro area. So on screen 1, you can watch Dune, and screen 2, you can watch No Time to Die.
Nice.
There you go.
Get outside. It's really nice right now. I guess it's supposed to snow on Monday.
No.
Next week.
I was going to say today's Monday. Oh, no.
Or wait, no, it is today. I think they said October 18th. I don't know what day. I don't know if I'm pitching or catching. I work so much now.
There is no snow scheduled for today here in Centennial. So the weather
Good.
lied to you.
Yeah, it was too hot for snow today.
It was nice today. I was down. Mm-hmm. I was down in the metro area. I had to get some supplies for work and, go to the grocery store.
We were out filming like over the weekend, like after sundown, and it was like I expected to go into freezing weather, and it was like just perfect.
Yeah, no, it's been really nice out. Really nice. Speaking of nice, this is what's coming out on Blu-ray this week, the 19th.
DVD releases and Blu-rays. Have the lambs stopped screaming, Ryan?
No. I just need some fava beans and a nice Chianti. We're good.
Yes, you can pick up The Silence of the Lambs in 4K, courtesy of Kino Lorber putting it out. standard artwork from the posters with Jodie Foster's mouth being covered up by the death moth, and Hannibal Lecter's mouth being covered by the death moth, and a death moth in the middle of them. So yeah, pick up the Silence of the Lambs in 4K. Also coming to you in 4K is 1996's slasher classic Scream, both in a standard and in a steelbook edition.
Ooh, I had the steelbook coming. I was wondering what I got charged with from Amazon. I couldn't remember.
So is Paramount just not going to put out the rest of the series? What's the deal here?
I don't know.
Right.
Maybe not.
Yeah. I'll tell you what they are spending a bunch of money to put out on 4K and Blu-ray is Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins. You can pick up your 4K version of Snake Eyes, and you can also pick up a Steelbook edition. Also coming to you on 4K is Demons 1 and 2 from 1985, courtesy of Synapse Films. This is a special limited edition of Demons. Demons. It's a group of people trapped in large West Berlin movie theater, infected by ravenous demons who proceed to kill and possess the humans one by one, and thereby multiplying their numbers. This sounds like fun, Ryan. I want to see Demons.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a knockoff of a zombie movie, but I mean the gore in it's pretty great.
Okay, right on. I'm gonna peep this out. Something that you can also peep out is DC animated movie Injustice in 4K. You guys picking that one up?
I'll be getting it. It's based on the game that's made by the guys from Mortal Kombat. So,
gotcha. So they're now basing it. Oh, it's based off the game. Gotcha.
Based on the game, based on the comic that it spawned,
and it's
from the bubblegum comic of the same name. Wait, what?
And the end of Snyder Cut alludes to it.
Yeah, it's you're right. Yeah, the premise is the Joker tricks Superman into killing Lois Lane, and then Superman kills. This isn't spoilers. It happens at the very beginning of the movie, or I guess the video game.
I think it's in the trailer too.
Yeah, it's in the trailer. And Superman kills Joker and sets up a world where he and Wonder Woman rule it, and like with basically if you step out of line they'll fucking kill you. So it's pretty cool. And Batman starts underground resistance.
Gotcha. Alrighty, cool. Well, what else is coming out? I mean, I'm not going to get it, but if you want, you can. Old in 4K. You can get that on
very
4K.
Very old. I haven't seen it yet. Is it something I should see?
I mean,
Brad from the movie.
Brad's already talked about it on the show once before, and it sounded like, no, you don't need to. Maybe I will check it out. I don't know.
So,
I want to give
Brad,
him that Shyamalan another chance.
Should I wait till it's streaming?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I need to hear.
All right, fair enough. Something I will take a chance on is The Night House with Rebecca Hall from 2020.
I know. I want to see that one. It got really great reviews.
I know we had it in the poll, and I think you guys ended up doing Reminiscence instead.
I wanted to do The Night House, but the fucking internet voted for us to do Reminiscence. I think the problem with The Night House is it was too generic. Like the trailers were generic, the name is generic, but I heard it's really good.
Nice. You know what is also, what's really good, Ryan? I can guarantee that it's really good. Mad Love from 1935 with Peter Lorre and Colin Clive, coming to you from Warner Archive. That movie is fucking dope. I'm going to be getting that. I might also get The Incredible Shrinking Man from Criterion, the 1957 sci-fi flick from Jack Arnold. So if you want to check out some two lovely genre pieces from the past, there's your bag there. You can also get Corridor of Mirrors from 1938, courtesy of Cohen Film Collection. The story involves a man who falls in love with a beautiful young woman and begins to suspect that he may have also loved her in a previous life. Ooh, find out in Corridor of Mirrors. We are also getting from Flickr Alley in the Shadow of Hollywood, the highlights from Poverty Row Studios. You can also get from Flickr Alley The Little Rascals. This is a volume 3 of their collection. Oh, this is Classic Flicks. I'm sorry. Classic Flicks is putting this one out. But yes, bunch of Golden Age stuff that you can get your hands on. You can also get a steelbook of Apocalypse Now in 4K. This is a Best Buy exclusive that features the final cut. So if you want
I'm good.
I mean, I, you know what? I might end up getting this because the one thing I don't like about the Apocalypse Now 4K set that I got is that packaging is garbage. Like it is straight up trash. So I might pick it up just so that I have a better storage facility for it. From this year, Mark Wahlberg's movie Joe Bell is coming to you on Blu-ray. You can also get from this year Superman and Lois, the complete first season. So this is the new Superman and Lois TV show.
Oh, cool. Does Dean Cain spout his far-right conspiracy theories on there too? Cool.
That's a 90s show.
Wait, Dean Cain's Dean
Wait,
Cain's
there's another Superman show? I thought that was the name of the Dean Cain show.
No, it's a new one.
That's the
Came out like last year.
The 90s one is Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman. This one is just Superman and Lois. It has Tyler Hoechlin, Elizabeth Tulloch, Jordan Elassis, Alexander Garfin, and Eric Valdez. So yeah, you can check those out if you'd like. Ryan, you and I will like this. We like Cary Grant, obviously. And that means by proxy, we love Randolph Scott. I think we can all agree Randolph Scott is so amazing that he had to be mentioned in Ominous Awe in Blazing Saddles. Well, now Mill Creek Entertainment is giving you a Blu-ray collection of 12 of his Western films. So you can pick up films such as The Desperados, The Nevadan, Santa Fe, Man in the Saddle, The Stranger Wore a Gun, A Lawless Street, Hangman's Knot, The Tall T, Decision at Sundown, Buchanan Rides Alone, Ride Lonesome, and Comanche Station, all coming to you through this wonderful 12-pack from Mill Creek Entertainment. So everybody bow your heads for Randolph Scott, Cary Grant's best friend. And the last two releases we have are The Protege from 2021 in 4K, which features Michael Keaton, Maggie Q, and Sam Jackson. And Criterion is putting out Ratcatcher from 1999, directed by Lynn Ramsey. Set in Scotland's national garbage strike of the mid-1970s, a poor adolescent boy struggles to reconcile his dreams and his guilt with the abjection that surrounds him. Find out what is going on in Ratcatcher. And that's Blu-rays.
Hey, guys, unspool that movie news.
It's real news.
Well, we already kind of talked about the big trailer, which was the Batman trailer, which I didn't really get my 2 cents in, but I liked it. It looks cool. It looks fucking creepy, and I like it. So yeah, I cannot wait.
One of my friends text me about it and say, "Why do they have the Riddler, some C-list villain?" I go, "What? He's definitely an A-list villain for Batman."
Who? In what world is the Riddler a C-list villain?
I don't know. Maybe
in a world where he wasn't played by Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe.
Excuse me, guys. Before Jim Carrey did it, Frank Gorshin did it. So therefore, he's always going to be an A-list villain. I will not have you guys besmirch Frank Gorshin's name.
No,
I don't even know who that is.
Well, Corinne, I will introduce you to him gladly, and you will fall in love with Frank Gorshin. He's
in the Batman 65 show, Corinne.
66.
66, I mean.
I guess in the comics, like, Riddler was the C-list villain, but like in my lifetime, he never seemed like that. So
I would never say he was C-list, because he was always like, the problem with Batman villains is in the 40s they were all pretty diabolical, and then they went through the Batman TV show era where they were all pretty goofy. But I always thought as the Riddler as cold and calculating. I mean, he's in Hush. He does in the Long Halloween he's kind of a joke, but
yeah, I think like since like the 70s onward, when they went back to like the Dark Knight period, like that's when he got more in depth. But yeah, like prior to that, he was, pretty, I built a giant box with a question mark on it, type of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, just off the top of your head, list me the best Batman villains.
I mean,
Joker, Penguin, Catwoman, arguably, Riddler.
Egghead.
Isn't there one that's like a pumpkin or something? What am I thinking of?
King Tut.
Scarecrow.
Condiment King.
Man-Bat.
Poison Ivy. Clayface. Court of Owls,
Ra's al Ghul,
Two-Face.
Ra's al
League
Ghul.
of Shadows.
That's
his-
one of their best rogues galleries, really.
Oh, hands down, yeah.
Mr. Freeze.
Did we say Clayface?
Well, yeah, he said Clayface, but yeah, like Mr. Freeze again wasn't like an A-lister until the animated series.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, he was an afterthought until Heart of Ice.
Yeah.
Because he was his original name too. I think it was Mr. Zero or something.
Yeah,
And he wasn't Mr. Freeze until later on. But yeah, I mean, the Batman has incredible villains.
I'm more surprised by the people who are like, "Oh, it's cool that they're making the Riddler a Seven style serial killer." I'm like, "Yeah, we've been asking for that for like 20 years now. Like that's a great take. It's just like Matt Reeves was the only one who had the balls to do it."
Yep.
Yeah, and like the characters you were listing off, Zach, like Calendar Man and stuff. Those people to me are his C-list villains, not the Riddler.
Excuse me, Mr. Frost. Egghead will always be number one. I'll always be excellent.
Jeez.
If I give me money, guys, I will make an egghead that is super sincere and gritty. But he still throws eggs. Anywho, but there were other trailers that dropped this week. We got a trailer for Scream 5 or Scream, but I guess. It looks like fun. Sidney Prescott's back again.
Yep.
I
think it had a nice sense of dread to the trailer.
Yeah, I liked that the automatic locks going on and off. Like that was a nice little creepy moment there.
And the guys who made it made Ready or Not, which is a great movie. So I have faith in them.
Yep, we should all have faith in them. But yeah, it looks neat. Looks like at the end of the trailer they're back at the old Prescott home. So we're gonna be thrust into the reboot territory within that. I'm curious what it turns out being. I'm not looking too much into the trailer because they did an interview where they said there's a lot of misdirects in that trailer. So I'm just like, I'm just going to go in blank going forward. Like I saw the trailer once. That's it. That's all I need to know.
Yep.
You guys will appreciate. I saw something on social media and it was like those stills from Last Action Hero where Arnold Schwarzenegger just walks in and shoots the closet and there's a guy in there, but they had superimposed it with like Sidney Prescott. And he's like, why did you? There's always a guy in there. It's funnier if you see it.
That's funny. No, I got the joke describing it. I still want to see it though. So additionally at the DC Fandom, we did also get a trailer for the Peacemaker television show. Did you guys get a chance to look at it? I did not.
Can't wait for Eagly.
Yeah. It's basically James Gunn unhinged on a TV show for, however many hours it is. It just looks fun and bizarre.
Way more fun than that like preview trailer they did where he just walked into like the restaurant and like they had a conversation. Like there's way more fun stuff going on in this trailer.
Yeah.
Okay. Neat.
Especially his eagle.
I'll be watching it.
Dad, get a picture. He's hugging me. Dad.
And got two more pieces of news. We've got our Munsters, 3 of our Munsters cast for the Rob Zombie Munster remake coming our way.
Is one of them Sherry Moon Zombie?
Yes, one of them is Sherry Moon Zombie. She is playing Lily. And Herman will be played by Jeff Daniel Phillips, who played Seymour Coffins in Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniel Phillips. I would love Herman Munster to be sitting on a news panel going, we're not the greatest country on earth.
Is Rob Zombie writing the script for this?
Yes, he is.
Ugh.
It's going to be PG. You know it's going to be PG, Ryan.
I can't wait for Herman Munster to be like, yo, Lily, back that sweet ass up here so I can stick my bolt into it or whatever dumbass thing Rob Zombie has them say.
When he has sex with her, he goes, die, 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 die.
He makes visually cool movies, and I think he's a good filmmaker. As a script writer, he's fucking garbage.
You know what? I disagree, and I am looking forward to the Munsters reboot. Additionally,
wait, what script of his is great?
What script of his is great? You know what? I like the script for Halloween too. I like the idea of it possessing moments of PTSD.
Yeah, but the acting and the performances and the dialogue are garbage.
I don't fully agree with you. Lords of Salem. Lords of Salem's got a good script behind it.
Sure.
People keep giving him money for reasons, right?
Yeah, because he makes movies that make money because they look cool.
I think they're fun. I think they're good.
He's
But
like Zack Snyder, huh?
no, Zack Snyder doesn't write. First of all, and second of all, they need to teach him about editing tools. But that's just my opinion. If you like him, I get it. Also, Daniel Roebuck will be playing Grandpa. Daniel Roebuck from The Fugitive and U.S. Marshals. He's also been in a bunch of Rob Zombie stuff. So those are your three main leads, and their photo looks pretty cool. I'm excited for this. They look like they're about to spook up the neighborhood, as it were. And the last news is the best news, which Ryan sent to me. A long time ago in 1981, we were promised a teaser for a movie called History of the World Part 2 that would see a Viking funeral, Hitler on ice, and Jews in space. All things that come from the madcap mind of Mel Brooks and his comedy team. And now we are getting History of the World Part 2 as a variety sketch series on Hulu. So this is interesting. Brooks said in a statement, "I can't wait once more to tell the real truth about all the phony baloney stories the world has been conned into believing are history." So yeah, we're going to look for this on Hulu. They have, Ryan, I have a feeling this is going to be like the closest we'll ever get to Mel redoing the Sid Caesar show.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be interested to see if they actually push the envelope like the first one did, but hopefully it's funny.
I mean, they're putting it on Hulu, and they're getting, they've got Nick Kroll, Wanda Sykes, Ike Barinholtz, David Strassen, and Kevin Salter on board. I'm very confident. I'm just very excited that Mel Brooks is back behind his typewriter for something. So it's going to begin. Production begins in the spring of 2022. Ryan, I think we need to crash those auditions and get cast somehow.
Done.
Yeah, you and I can totally be in a Mel Brooks thing.
Yeah.
We're super funny guys, right? And anyway, that's news.
Nope. Disney has shifted most of their calendar to next year. Indiana Jones getting a full year push, and then Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and Thor are all getting like 3 to 6 months.
Oh,
later.
Okay. And the Marvels.
And then the IATSE strike has found a deal, but people aren't happy with it. So
yeah, it hasn't been ratified yet, so it's not a done deal until it gets ratified. So, and frankly, not all their conditions were met, so hopefully they vote it down because they deserve that. There's more that needs to be done in that deal, but.
And the Marvel stuff isn't really that surprising because they're still filming it. And, Indiana Jones had to shut down for a little bit because Harrison Ford got hurt. So
again, what did he do this time?
He's always hurt.
He hurt his shoulder last year. And
gotcha.
I know that Mangold filmed around him, but he just started back on set. So I don't think it could have made its, so I just think they're just not going to have it done in enough time.
Gotcha. I was worried that he tried to fly another vehicle of some kind and he crashed again. That was my concern. So, or like J.J. Abrams accidentally nearly decapitated his leg again. So, all right. Well, look for all those in a little bit more timeline. Meanwhile, so what? After Spider-Man, we're waiting again for Marvel product?
Yeah, I think till the summer.
What are we getting next?
I think Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness is the first one. I think it's in June.
I think it's moving to May
or June. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
But I know they started filming it after Spider-Man, and Spider-Man just wrapped in like January. So I don't think they have time to get it done.
That's fair. All right. Well, here's hoping we get these sooner rather than later. And that's news.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness is May 6th, I guess. And
feel like
also, and one more piece of news is that Fox Searchlight has canceled its production of Jane Austen's Persuasion.
No!
Netflix is
Brian, put down the gun. You have so much to live for.
Not anymore, I don't.
Corinne, you got that wrong. It's called Searchlight Pictures. See, Fox no longer exists because Disney eradicated an entire studio's history. So Fox never existed anymore.
Whatever. I don't care because the only one I care about is the one that Henry Golding is going to be in, and that's the one that Netflix is producing. So we're A-okay, people.
Will
You mean
you
Snake Eyes?
do you think you'll be able to persuade Ryan to watch Persuasion?
No.
Okay.
If there's nothing else opening that week.
All right. Well, we're gonna shuffle the calendar to make sure Ryan has to watch Persuasion. I'm getting on the phone.
Really
with Hollywood
glad
now.
Brad talked me off that ledge too.
Yeah, Ryan,
No problem, I was
Ryan,
here for you.
We're glad you're
Thanks.
going to be okay.
I
you
have
so
given
much.
up all hope on persuading Ryan to do anything for his own good.
It's fine. We've
He won't watch
technically
Ted Lasso. He won't watch Crazy Rich Asians. So I'm
No, I watched Ted Lasso because Brad told me to.
Yeah, I finally got him close. He's almost there.
Oh, well, if you're doing it because Brad told you to, then I take back my offer of watching a horror movie.
Corinne, I've been negotiating that deal with you, not Ryan.
No, I told Ryan that if he watched Ted Lasso, I would watch a horror movie of his choice.
Okay.
With some caveats.
Okay. How about this?
So not
I've already-
really of my choice. It's of your choice.
I mean, almost
hostage
any horror
situation.
movie.
Okay. Corinne, how about this? Because I've got another person who's recommended this to me too, so I might as well take the plunge based on two recommendations. I mean, I was going to do this anyway, but I'll expedite this. I will watch Fruits Basket if you watch a Friday the 13th movie of my choice.
Wait, like which? Okay, first of all, which Fruits Basket? And if you're talking the 2019 one, are you watching all 3 seasons?
I'll do all of it. I'll start at the very beginning before even 2019.
Okay, that's an offer I will take.
Okay, there you go. And I'll start you off right with Ryan's favorite in the series.
I only have to watch one, right?
I mean, we're hoping that you get addicted.
That's not happening.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
First taste is free.
Yeah, and no fast forwarding through the kills.
Yeah, that's
Nope,
the thing.
I
Correct.
won't fast forward through the kills. I will watch the entire thing. Credits
You
and
have
all.
to enjoy the bloodletting.
No putting your hands over your eyes.
I've got to watch it with her on Discord, so then that way I make sure she's actually paying attention.
I don't even know what Discord is.
It's a way you can watch things together. There's a bunch of apps for that. Anyway,
Change
fine.
the format of the show just to bartering. Like deals and concessions on what to watch.
Okay, so my next deal is Brad. I will watch 500 different DC things if you will watch one Jack Benny movie.
That sounds like a bad deal because I don't think there's 500 DC things.
Okay. What about 5 DC things
For a Jack Benny program?
for one Jack Benny movie? No, I'm making you do a movie. I'm gonna.
Jack Benny movie. Ooh, that's tough.
I mean, I'll give you the good one, the one I made Ryan watch.
What do you
Which he
think, Ryan?
ended
Is
up
it worth
loving
it?
Oh yeah, no, the movie's great. I mean, it is like 86 minutes long, so
All right, deal.
All right, that's it. So I'm watching.
But you have to watch. Let me think. You have to watch.
The Losers.
No,
I have never seen The Losers.
you have to watch all DC movies from the 90s.
Oh fuck.
Okay. Wait,
yeah.
all DC movies from the 90s. What does that entail besides
No,
that?
five. All 5 years are DC movies. So you gotta watch Batman and Robin.
Mhm.
Gosh, what else?
Catwoman was 2000s, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
darn it.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
biggest
Oh,
cutoff.
you know what? Extend it out to 2010 so I can get some of the bad ones too.
Yeah,
Jonah Hex.
Jonah Hex, Catwoman.
Ah.
Hey, does that technically include Mask of the Phantasm?
That's a good one though.
Ooh,
he's trying
Steel.
he's trying to make me suffer for this.
Career with the Steel.
Oh, Steel. Shoot, that's right.
She's gonna watch Batman
God.
Phantasm and then Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
deal.
it's settled. All right. We've
Virtual
all-
handshake.
Yep, virtual handshake.
Ah, sucker! I'm gonna wear sunglasses, you idiot.
Speaking of which, this is stuff we watched throughout the week.
I hate Brad.
So, yeah, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Corinne, what'd you watch?
So I'll talk about three things. I watched the most recent episode of Hanyo no Yashahime, and oh boy,
That's not an anime, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't know.
Wow, surprise, surprise. Only anime I'll talk about this week. Also, but yeah, it was crazy. We got a pretty big flashback sequence to kind of the backstory on the parents of our main characters and how some shenaniganery went down, and the main antagonist lady is like a complete bitch, and I cannot wait until she dies. Oh, I'll be fine with the decapitation as long as it's her head rolling around on the ground, because she's a hoe, and I hate her so much. Oh my god. She
was a hoe. Faux show.
And then we also got a pretty major revelation that was kind of hinted at before, but we just didn't know the mechanics of it. But like two of the main antagonists are kind of like connected, and now we know how. And so we got, and the preview for next week looks awesome, and I'm just so excited. It's so great to have this show back, especially now that Ted Lasso's off the air. So it just gives me something to look forward to every week. And then I also have watched the new Hulu show, Only Murders in the Building. I binge watched that in like a day. It's pretty fun. I think the season finale is like tonight or tomorrow, so I'll definitely watch that. The premise is that there are these three people who live in this big building. Steve Martin's character, Martin Short's character, and Selena Gomez's character. They all are huge fans of this like crime podcast, true crime podcast. And while they all they happen to get they get kicked out of their building during a fire alarm. And so they all meet up and they happen to oh wait, we all like the same podcast, and they're talking about it. And they go back to their building and they find out somebody's been murdered. Bun, bun, bun. And so then they start a podcast around them trying to solve the supposed murder, because the police think it was suicide. And they start to really delve into the history of the guy who was murdered and a lot of the drama surrounding that and how he has connections to other people in the building, and they leave you on quite a cliffhanger. So I'm really excited for the season finale this week. Should be pretty good. Have you guys seen Murder in the Building, or Only Murders in the Building?
Not yet, but I do want to see it.
Yeah, so they actually opened the show with a flash forward to something that's going to happen presumably at the end of the finale tonight, and they hint another person might have been murdered, but you don't know who it is, you don't know why or anything like that. So already you're just trying to figure out everything that's going on in the show, and it's a lot of fun, and the performances are pretty good. Martin Short, man, he really kills it in the show. He gets a lot of really good material to work with. I figured Steve Martin would get equally good material, but I think we haven't seen a lot of those kind of bigger character moments until later in the season. And I guess they just weren't as juicy. I think Martin Short got more to work with right off the bat. So yeah, it's pretty good. I would recommend it. It's on Hulu, Only Murders in the Building. And then the last thing I'll talk about is I went to see The Last Duel last weekend, and it's really, really good. I liked it a lot. And I'm really sad to see that it had all a $5 million opening weekend, because I guess nobody went to see it except me and the three other people in my theater on Thursday night.
You gave them $4 million for one ticket? That's insane, Corinne. Why did you do that?
I didn't do it because I have the Regal Unlimited pass, so it must have been all those other saps who paid $1 million each.
I see. Those four idiots. Gotcha. No, This movie looks good. I want to see it.
It's so good. I don't want to say too much because it'll spoil it.
You don't. That's against your MO.
I know, right?
It's so
But
powerful that she can't.
I want people to see it, and I don't want them, because I mean, I saw the trailer, but then you get through like the opening sequence, and then something happens that gives you it like a really big idea of like, okay, this is how the movie is going to be structured the rest of the way. And let's just say I'm really glad that I watched a movie for Catching the Classics recently, because that comes into play watching this movie. So maybe you know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to say it in case people are not whatever. Anyway.
Nope, it's pretty vague.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys get to watch it and we can talk about it in some spoilery discussions, but great acting. Just like the writing of the movie is just excellent, and the outcome is really brutal, and yeah, it's just so powerful, like emotionally, and it was one of those movies that really stuck with me and has made me think, all throughout the weekend of like, oh yeah, like what would I do in this situation? And I really liked how they addressed that, and as a writer, would I have done anything differently? Things of that nature. So those are like the best kind of movies, I think. So
yeah, no,
anyway.
it's one I definitely want to see. Ridley Scott and historical epics are good stuff to see.
He loves his sword and sandals.
Yep.
Yeah, you would like it, Ryan. A guy dies getting shot with a flaming arrow in the eyeball.
Fuck yeah.
He did that just for you, Ryan. Ridley was like, you know what? He's going to like this.
I feel like he just made the whole movie like just for me, except that, if that had been the case, Adam Driver would have been like the other guy. I don't know. It's like, dang it.
If he had made the movie for me, it would have been Ben Affleck in all the roles. So,
his character is a complete douchebag in the movie. It's like
I've heard he steals the movie with his scenes. So
yeah, he's really good, but you just hate his character. I mean, you love to hate him. He's just one of those kind of assholes.
Right, gotcha. Maybe an Oscar nomination for Mr. Affleck again. We'll see.
Yeah, like the first third, you're like, okay, well, he's kind of don't really like him too much. And then the second third, you're like, no, I hate him. Like, it went from kind of like indifferent dislike to, no, I just completely hate his guts, at least for me. Anyway, but yeah. I hope you all get to watch it so that we can talk about it more in depth.
I
plan to see it again.
I was going to watch it, but then I watched Halloween Kills twice.
Okay. That's your prerogative.
No, he made he made a good choice. I wish I could have done his choice.
Anyway, that's all I've been watching.
Zach?
All right. I watched a couple things. After our episode last week, the day after, I sat back down with Bud Abbott and Lou Costello meet Frankenstein. It's a perfect movie. There's like nothing wrong with that movie in any way, shape, or form. It's an amazing film. I think that with most of those screenings of any Bud and Lou movie, I'm paying attention to the comedy. I think this is one of the first times where I was really kind of soaking in a lot of the horror atmosphere that the movie has. The greatest / goofiest thing in that movie is that Dracula can drive a speedboat. So it's really cool watching Bela Lugosi drive a speedboat. But I love the ending of that film where you have spoilers for an 80-year-old movie, where Wolfman tosses Dracula out and just like dives with him together in the sea, like over that cliff. Like, it's amazing that the movie, for all of its comedic intent, like in any other instance, this would have been like this perfectly executed monster movie where you had everybody in there jamming around with just some of the choreography alone. Like it's just got some great moments of inspiration about it. So yeah, if you haven't seen Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, I highly recommend you do that.
It's a classic.
It is. You also, and Ryan and I can attest to this because we have them. Their other monster movies are just as fun. They're not as great as this one, but I like I like Invisible Man a lot. I'm not a big fan of Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy. I think it's
okay.
I think it's fun, but it's just I don't like the way the mummy looks in it because it literally just looks like a fucking pajama, like a pair of pajamas. But it's still fun. You still get to see their bits in it. And then I did a Val Lewton double bill the other night, watching Isle of the Dead and The Body Snatcher. So Karloff and Lewton teaming up. Isle of the Dead just gets better and better the more I go back to it. And I've watched it a lot this year, especially for Ballyhoo Prep. And it's just so fucking perfect in every feasible way, shape, and form. Body Snatcher's the same. It kind of got me down on a Burke and Hare rabbit hole that I never really chose to go down before, and just kind of reading up on the real history behind that and Robert Louis Stevenson's book. And just the performance of Karloff in The Body Snatcher, and specifically his face-off with Lugosi for the one scene that they do together, is just magical. And that's the last film they did together, and it's just like, even up to the last time they worked together, like the tension and the conflict is there. Like those two just worked so well off of each other. And then I did a bunch of movies yesterday. I did, I think, 5 films all told within the horror/thriller realm. First, I rewatched Psycho with Film Club. It was a lot of fun. Some folks on it hadn't seen it before, so it was interesting watching their reactions to the movie. Some of them like literally not calling the ending a mile away. So it's interesting how, however known that property is, it's still, because it's not an up-to-date product, there's some people who literally still don't know the ending of Psycho. So I just find that eternally hopeful for people to get.
That's kind of awesome, though, if you ask me.
Yeah, it is. I you know, like we were commenting about, like, I'm ashamed to say that I've only seen this for the first time, and I'm in like this age, and it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, the movies are going to be there for you when you get there. Like, there's no shame in getting to a movie late. Like, Ryan, you got to be or not to be at like not in your 20s, right? You know, like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like there's no limit on when you can watch a movie and when you can enjoy it. Like, it's the beautiful thing about the art form. And then I went to my friend Matt and Brian's house, and we did a triple bill. First, we did The Ghost Breakers with Bob Hope and Paulette Goddard. The movie's still fun. It had been a while since I'd seen it, and I'd forgotten about the African American stereotypes strewn about that movie. It's not great. There's great moments in the movie, though, and you know, sussing out the context. Once you do that, you can still enjoy the movie. I think it's just, it can be tough at times. And then we watched Supernatural. I showed them that for the first time. Ryan, that movie bumped up another star in my letterbox because that movie is just so fucking cool.
And I keep on hoping it's going to show up in my random movie generator.
Oh, but here's the thing, because I had this problem with another film on my watch list. It technically, I guess, would be considered a thriller.
Yeah.
But it's got horror adjacent imagery in it. So that's why I would consider it a horror movie. And also that music is not thriller music. That music at the beginning is horror music. There's wailing choruses and then I love the opening theme to Supernatural. It is fucking perfect. And also she's got the death grip. She crushes all kinds of metal cups. And when she gets a glass cup in her hand, she's like, I can't crush glass, so I'm just gonna strangle this fucker. So yeah, Supernatural's great. Watch it. It's great. It's only an hour and 5 minutes. It won't take up much of your time. And then Man-Made Monster. This is an early outing from Mr. Lon Chaney Jr. before The Wolfman. And the movie, how do I describe it to people? I'd seen it once before. It had been a while. And so I forgot how schlocky it is, but it's a lot of schlock fun for me. So the story involves Lon Chaney Jr. plays a guy who does an electrical act at the carnival where he like shoves his fingers into sockets and withstands electricity. That's his shtick. And he survives a car crash that is further amplified by the car running into an electrical tower. So he survives a huge electrical attack. And he finds himself in the arms of 2 doctors living out somewhere. one of them played by Lionel Atwill, and Lionel Atwill starts doing tests on him by giving him massive doses of electricity to the point where Lon Chaney becomes an addict to electricity. And at one point he gives him so much that he becomes a literal electric man. And the effect is literally just Lon Chaney's hands and arms glowing. So there's just a glowing effect overlaid on it. Kind of like for the Invisible Man, Ryan, instead of removing something, they're adding something onto him. And the movie kind of plays out like how I would imagine a Marvel movie would have, for something gone wrong. Like in another world, this script becomes about him being a superhero. Instead, he's just like a Frankenstein monster, but with electrical powers. Movies like really, like I said, really schlocky, very cheesy, but it's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun rewatching it with them. So if you haven't seen Man-Made Monster, it's only an hour, so it won't take up much of your time, and it's a good way to sneak some stuff into your watch bill there. Then I rewatched Shutter Island, which is has a lot of horror imagery adjacent to it, and that movie gets better for me every time I rewatch it. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I did enjoy going back to it and watching some of the set design and play out, and the sound design in that movie in particular is, I don't think I'd ever really fully paid attention to it before, but the sound design is incredible in that movie. Like it's a loud fucking movie. And then the last thing that I watched for today's horror entry is I rewatched The Cat and the Canary from 1939 with Bob Hope and Paulette Goddard as well. This movie is way better than The Ghostbreakers. It's a remake of The Cat and the Canary by Paul Lenny, which was also remade into a sound film that no longer exists. This is a comedic version of it. In it, a group of estranged relatives show up at a house on the 10th anniversary of their great uncle's death. And Paulette Goddard is given the inheritance to the entire fortune. But if she is to be driven mad or if she is to be murdered, then it goes to another next of kin who is held in a secret envelope. And the movie becomes about people trying to avoid Paulette Goddard being murdered in the house by either somebody who wants the fortune or from an escaped convict who's wandering around their estate. And the big key comedy element of it is you have Bob Hope, and a lot of the characters are over exaggerated so that it creates the comedic capers. But the movie is shot really well and gives off a really wonderful horror vibe in the process. I think it's one of those horror comedies of the early era before an Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein that's really, really working to have it both ways. They want their gothic imagery as sincere as possible, but you also have Bob Hope running around and doing his shtick. It's a marriage of the two that works wonderfully. So if anybody hasn't seen The Cat and the Canary, I recommend that before you watch The Ghostbreakers. And again, with Ghostbreakers, there comes context. But anywho, that's all I watched this week.
Cool. Brad?
Pretty much the only thing I watched revolves around this horror movie challenge, and I'm running away with it.
You're an asshole.
I am an asshole.
Yours are so bullshit. How do I know you actually watched all these movies?
I thought about that. You don't. But I swear
because
I have.
According to your letterbox list, I'm just going to point this out. You've only watched 68% of them.
What?
That's what it says. The eyeball says 68%.
Only because I didn't hit like the watched part of the entry system. So
how convenient.
It's recorded, but I didn't press the button.
Ryan, are you saying that by default I'm technically running away with it then because Brad's not doing letterbox correctly?
I don't even know what to believe anymore. I thought I believed in love, but I don't know.
You're married with a kid. Stop it.
Exactly.
Oh, that's weird. My list says 100%, and I'm at 29. So I think you're the one who doesn't know how to use Letterboxd.
What's everybody's total so far?
29.
You're 29, Ryan?
I don't remember. Keep talking about what you watch, Brad. I'll let you know.
Yeah, so I'm an asshole, and that starts with me rewatching The Sixth Sense for the first time since '99. And
at 20.
You're 20?
Yeah.
You're stepping
I'm
up.
at 21.
Yeah, Sixth Sense. it reminded me of a thought I had the first time I watched it, which was that I wish the movie was just Bruce Willis and Cole teaming up to solve murders, because I forgot that part and I thought that was the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
And it's only like 5 or 10 minutes of it, maybe 15, because the rest of it's just Bruce Willis trying to get Cole comfortable with like helping the ghosts and understanding like
and
why
air
they're
conditioning.
haunting him. And air conditioning. I know it's always cold in there. So it was better than I remember. But I was kind of like, man, I really wish the movie was this part of the movie for an hour and a half, because that's really like the scene that had the most impact to me. Then I watched for the first time Child's Play 2 and 3, and 2's pretty fun. I love, like, the climax in the toy warehouse is cool.
Yeah, I like the melted Chucky look.
Yeah, and like all the good guy dolls stacked around, and you can clearly like they do that running away thing that, like, I forget, is it Andrew and his adopted sister are running through?
Andy and Kyle,
and they're just like, it's the same path. They just like recycled the footage.
They do.
Yeah, and then
seen it in a minute.
But I actually, like, it's too bad. Like, just thinking of that climax and how sequels are supposed to be like bigger and better than the one before it. Like, if there's only some way to the logic of, or the rules of Chucky, that if only he could soul jump into all those other dolls.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
That would have been like an amazing, like, they're avoiding all those dolls. Yeah. Like, I can see in 1990, like, having a bunch of animatronic. Like, it's tough to just do one Chucky doll, but to like make a whole room full of them, it would probably be like
I love that idea.
So I was kind of just wanting that. But other than that, it's like everything leading up to it is kind of bleh.
Oh wait, I actually have 21. I forgot to add a movie onto mine.
Still 8 behind.
I know. Fuck. Guess I won't sleep tonight.
Yep. Child's Play 3. Same thing again. Chucky comes back and he terrorizes a military school. Yep.
No Tom Cruise there though.
Yeah.
I would pay good money to watch Tom Cruise fight that doll.
Anybody? Taps joke? Nope.
Me too.
I watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 for the first time, and that was a lot different from I've only seen the 2003 Chainsaw Massacre and like the 2013 one that I would even consider like a Chainsaw Massacre movie.
So you've never seen the original 74 one?
Not yet, no.
Oh, okay.
And it's like I'm watching most of these on Peacock because they're doing Peacocktober, and so they're like free to stream.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So they've got the 2003 one, but not the 74 one, and like every other one, like even the most recent Leatherface.
You could probably get 74 on another streaming service like a Prime or something. So
yeah.
Or to remind me, I can let you borrow it.
Yeah, like right now I just have Hulu and this to choose from. So, but yeah, that's way goofier and sillier. I was telling Ryan when we went to see Halloween that the woman in the movie, who, like, it seems like the most annoying part of it was like how much she screams and shakes throughout the entire runtime. Like almost like Toby Hooper made her do 50 takes, and they used like the 40th or 45th one where she's just tired of doing it, and she's putting like every last ounce of enthusiasm into the take that she can, because she burned out way earlier, and just like, yeah. And then like it ends, but I don't think there was a resolution to the Dennis Hopper Leatherface fight. Like they're just in the middle of it. It cuts away to the girl and her thing with Bill Moseley.
They both collapse under the weight of the terrain falling on them. I mean,
I guess I missed that. Yeah, like I was so like not into it that I just missed that part. So it ended. I was like, was there a resolution to that fight? Did like the thing collapse or what? But obviously didn't end there. So,
well, the main conflict at the end, by the end point, because it is Hopper fighting Leather.
Yeah, chainsaw fight.
Chop Top versus the gal is the main crux of the ending of that movie, because then she goes insane and then she wields a chainsaw and she wears a mask and all kinds of wonderful.
Yeah, and the movie's like feels super short because it's only like 2 or 3 scenes. Like there's the guys with the truck in the beginning who don't know enough to just take their foot off the gas. And then there's like the radio station, and then there's like the lair at the end. It's like, wow, not a lot going on in this movie. The next new thing I watched was 1988, The Blob, which is okay, but the really impressive part was the effects, like all the body horror stuff that they do in it, where the blob's harming people. Awesome. Is like amazing.
Yep,
like really terrifying looking stuff. But yeah, it's a blob that the military engineered, and they treat it like it was a alien from outer space, and it terrorizes a town, kills most everybody.
Yep.
Then I watched Prom Night for the first time, the 1980 version, and
the movie's okay.
Yeah, it's just like a couple friends are mean to this girl, and it ends up leading to her falling out a window, and then I had no idea she had a brother. Like that's just like completely out of left field. Like there's barely any setup. There's a shadow that sets it up, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, the whole time you're just watching these kids talk about going to prom, and then they get ready for it, and Leslie Nielsen's in it because I guess
surely you can't be serious.
And he doesn't. At one point I thought he was the killer because I thought he was the dad of the girl who died, but I thought the girl was related to Jamie Lee Curtis. It was so confusing. And then there's just like a splatterfest at the end, and it's like, oh, it was this person who I don't remember being introduced to. So
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. And I guess the only cool part is that like they do there's the van where the nerdy kid like takes the girl out to the woods, and there's like a guy, like the killer is hanging onto the van, and they're doing like these donuts or whatever in the grass, and like stunt person's jumping in and out of the doors. Like that's impressive. So
yeah,
I give props there. Like that's not an easy thing. And then I decided I was lazy. I owned Saw, but it was on peak October, so I was like, I'll just throw in Saw and watch that. And then the next thing I knew, I ended up watching 1 and then 3 because it did that autoplay. And I was like, where's 2? But I've watched 2 a bunch of times, so I just let it slide. And then I watched 3, 4, 5, and 6, which I haven't watched that much. And yeah, they're just kind of like it's amazing for like a 4 to 5 year span. They all have this like consistent production quality for something that wasn't like planned out ahead of time. But overall, like the characters aren't as interesting after Jigsaw dies, you know?
Yeah, I always thought Hoffman was really boring.
Yeah, like, it starts out being like, oh, he's, I don't know, part of the Jigsaw plan, but like he really quickly is just doing he has his own agenda, and it's like not as altruistic as Jigsaw. And yeah, I don't know, it's just the effects are pretty cool, but I've talked about Saw a ton, so I'll move on. Oh yeah, I watched the Rami Malek Saturday Night Live was great. Daniel Craig makes a guest appearance in it, and that was a ton of fun. So if you check out that episode again.
Yeah, I was watching clips this morning too, and man, I like a lot of the sketches, but I think the one where they did the celebrity game show thing, that was probably the funnest one to see Rami Malek and Pete Davidson doing impressions of each other.
Yeah, and then like all the other cast members getting to do like Adam Driver and Melissa Villaseñor doing her Kristen Wiig. Yeah. That
and the Squid Game parody.
That was fun. Yeah, like across the board, they were all pretty good. Like for a guy who mostly does dramatic stuff, like his opening monologue was really funny, and the making fun of the NFL in the cold open was great. And then that mattress store thing, the couple testing out the mattresses was fantastic. So yeah, just a ton of fun. Sketch comedy. So yep. Brian, what'd you watch?
I watched Halloween 4 and 5 in Ultra HD. It's really cool. You can see Michael Myers' hair change a lot when it's in Ultra HD. I always thought it was weird in Halloween 4. His mask goes from blonde into the normal like brown color for the hair. It's like a total oversight by the production. 4 is still, I think, a really great sequel. 5 kind of screws the pooch. where they had a great idea and then they decided to just forego it for some reason. They look great in Ultra HD. It's always fun seeing movies that I never thought I'd see in the format. I watched Hush, which is only on Netflix, but it's a movie by Mike Flanagan, who went on to do Doctor Sleep and Gerald's Game and House on Haunted Hill, House on Bly, Manor on Bly. And he just did Midnight Mass. And it's a really cool little thriller. It's about a woman who is a writer, and she lives by herself kind of in the country, and she's deaf, so she can't hear. And while she is preparing dinner, her neighbor is brutally murdered outside by some unknown assailant. And so there's some pretty great scenes of him stalking her throughout the house and her trying to figure out how to beat someone when she has a disability and can't hear. It's really cool. It's really short. I think it's like 81 minutes long, something like that. So it moves really quickly. It takes place in one location. And yeah, if you like thrillers, and I mean, it is pretty gory too, but it's really well done. Mike Flanagan is one hell of a horror director.
Yeah. Have you watched Doctor Sleep yet?
No. I keep on meaning to, but I'm really not a fan of The Shining. So,
well, then good news. This movie isn't The Shining.
It's also like 2.5 hours long, so it's a bit of a commitment.
Yeah,
you can watch it in sections like people do The Irishman for some reason.
I watched The Final Girls, which is kind of a last action hero, but for 80s slasher films. It's about this young girl named Max, and her mom is famous for being in a horror film called Camp Bloodbath. The mom played by Malin Ackerman, and she dies at the beginning, and so they go to a screening of her film called Camp Bloodbath. While they're there, a fire breaks out, and they go into the screen, and then so they're sucked into this world. And it's a really fun take on it. The only thing bummer is it's a PG-13 movie for a slasher movie, which sometimes might work. So sometimes it loses its punch, but there is a great little message and a chance to say goodbye to your mom, even though she's not her mom, because she's a character in a film. It's a beautiful film too, though. It's shot really well. Lots of colors. Very interesting. If you haven't seen The Final Girls, I highly recommend it. It might even be a horror film Corinne likes, because it's not violent. Well, it's violent, but it's not over the top and gory.
Which one is this?
It's called The Final Girls.
Is it on like Netflix or something?
Oh, I don't know. I own it, so I don't know. It might be. There's lots of it's funny, and it's but yeah, it's like a slasher film with heart.
You can find it, Corinne, on Tubi for free, and you can also find it via a premium subscription on Hulu.
All right, I can let you borrow it. Yeah, I watched The Invisible Man, the 2020 Invisible Man. That movie's still really, 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 really good. I haven't seen it in a while, but all the tension that is built throughout the film, especially the opening where she's trying to escape an abusive boyfriend and all the stuff that he did to her, and how people don't necessarily believe the victim in cases like this. It's a really fascinating look at The Invisible Man, because the only constant theme in every Invisible Man film is the Invisible Man is a bastard. And this one is a pretty sinister bastard at this one. It's a great movie if you haven't seen it. And the last thing I watched was Dracula Untold, which I've actually had kind of a soft spot for this film. I think it's kind of interesting to go back to the fighting of Transylvanians and the Turks, and kind of a military setting, and the reason for Vlad to become Dracula is kind of cool. He does it to protect his country, and by becoming a vampire, he becomes kind of unbeatable. And I don't know. I always thought it was a really interesting take on the legend of Dracula.
I remember liking it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, some of the things don't always work. Again, it's PG-13. I think kind of takes away some of the visceralness of it. I'd love to see them actually just fully embrace being, an evil vampire, but I get it. And Charles Dance is really good in it. He's kind of the vampire lord, and he's really good at being sinister. And there's something about his voice that he adds a lot of weight to everything he says. So yeah, it's a fun film. And that's what I watched this week for my spooktacular. And I got to find a way to beat you motherfuckers.
I have the tally thus far, if everybody would like to know. So Brad is in first place with 29.
Cheater.
I am in second place with 23.
Cheater.
And Ryan is in third place with 20.
Actually, I forgot to put Invisible Man on there, so I think I just updated it because I forgot to put Final Girls or Dracula and Invisible Man on there. So I'm at 22.
Okay, so 22.
So I've got to watch. This is bullshit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go watch the Friday the 13th movies back to back, and
you son of a bee.
That'll get
I'm going
me
to be doing the Halloween movies as well as some additional double bills. So Ryan,
goddamn you. It's interesting. I was reading an article, and it was talking about the Halloween films, and the guy who wrote the article also talked about that being his favorite scene in the series, where Loomis is at the diner in Halloween 4, and he's pleading with Michael when he sees him to leave people alone in Haddonfield.
Those people in peace, Michael.
Yeah, it's a great scene, and freaking Donald Pleasance is amazing in that scene.
That's also where they had the first person who was playing Michael before they replaced him with George Wilbur.
Yep. It's weird.
You could tell the kind of size difference. That's the scene with the gas station explosion, because for some reason there's a big gasoline explosion.
Yeah, I don't know how it explodes. I guess a spark happens when the two cars rub against each other and it makes the gas explode. I don't know.
Something gas tank, something. Yeah. We need explosion, something Mustafa Akkad.
I love how Loomis's scar changes throughout the film too.
Yeah, because he's just like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. So this week on Real Nerds, speaking of Michael Myers, we saw Corinne, if you don't want any spoilers, you can drop off. Just kidding.
I don't care.
We saw Halloween Kills. Brad, do you recommend Halloween Kills?
Not really. I mean, if you're a fan of these already, you probably saw it already, so no point recommending that there. But if you've never watched a Halloween movie, if you're only interested in watching people die, then this is that movie. Otherwise, it's pretty empty elsewhere. I mean, there's
no.
So yeah, it's a mean movie for sure. So if you want visceral violence, it achieved that, but everything else I was pretty bored about.
Zach,
I'm gonna definitely recommend the movie. It's getting better in my head the more I think about it, and I still need to go back for repeat viewings. As Brad said, it's a mean movie, and I'll double down on that. It's a mean fucking movie. It's I get why people might have problems with it after the first reboot. I really appreciated a lot of the ideas they were going for. I don't know if everything is completely perfect. But the through line and the ideas that they play around with it in the Halloween franchise are things that they tried before and it didn't work. And I think they found a way for it to be a little bit more cohesive. So yes, I would check it out. Everybody's pulling out their A game on the cast wise. It's got a lot of interesting imagery afoot, and I'm very curious about where the future holds for that third installment based off of what we saw. So, but yeah, go ahead and go check it out, boys and girls.
Actually, I think I liked it more than you two, and the more I think about it, the more I think I enjoy it more. I think on on
Well, I
first
said I
viewing.
loved it and recommend it. I don't understand.
I'm talking about our ratings, but
Gotcha.
The more I think about it, I think there's something more sinister happening in this film that I think got lost in the violence. And we'll talk about it after we play the trailer. But yeah, I would see it if you're a fan of slasher films. I think you should check it out. Here's a trailer for Halloween Kills.
Hey, what are you guys doing out here? It's Halloween. We've been trick-or-treating. Are you alone?
There's a creepy man in a white mask.
Where?
And he keeps, like, trying to play hide and seek with us.
Where did you see him? Look! Run! Go home now!
Unlock the door! No! Come on!
We killed Michael. My grandmother set the fire.
No one told you.
Told me what?
Michael Myers is alive.
A man couldn't have survived that fire. "40 years ago, the boogeyman came for us. We are the survivors of Michael Myers.
Glory, what do we do?
We fight.
Mom,
Our family will kill him.
we're gonna hunt him down and we're gonna put an end to this.
He is not going to stop killing until we stop him.
If you track Michael's victims, that's a straight line to Michael's childhood home.
Someone's in our house.
He's coming for me, but I'm coming for him.
You want to kill someone? Take me! Michael!
I want to take his mask off and see the life leave his eyes.
Halloween Kills picks up right after Halloween 2018, where the Strode family thinks they have stopped Michael Myers. They have not. He is unleashed by the firefighters there to put out the fire. But before even that, we get a flashback. I was actually shocked to 1978, to Michael's first appearance in Haddonfield. And Jim Cummings makes an appearance as a cop again.
Pete McCabe.
I think he plays a cop in every one of his movies. He's great in The Wolf of Snow Hollow, if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of goes a little more into Michael's backstory and the scars that he left on the town that day are never fully healed. And I think this film does a really great job of playing with the trauma that you endure through traumatic experiences and how you can never truly heal. And when those experiences per se come back with a vengeance, how you can easily be persuaded by a mob mentality.
No, I think it's a perfect execution of that.
And we talked about it. I mean, this movie is fucking mean, and it really fits its title. I mean, it's so mean. I know there was a change.org petition to cut out the scene where Michael kills all the firefighters.
That's a dumb petition.
Yeah.
But they're in there too.
Yeah.
Them.
Yeah, they don't mess around in this film, and it's interesting because it's the first film too that I've seen that type of Michael Myers, where he kills people, but he's never like that mean. And I mean, there's a couple scenes that really stick with me, and you guys can always jump into. They really play on the fact that he poses the bodies that started from the first one with, the Judith Meyer gravestone. And
when he sticks Bob up on the wall and he does that little look at him, like that little head tilt. Yeah.
But in this one, I think what the most shocking scene in this, to me, is when he attacks that old couple and he purposely doesn't kill the wife and then just stabs the husband over and over and leaves the knives in him on the counter and lets her watch.
It's his plaything. It's his plaything. Yeah. It's fucking unsettling.
That is fucking brutal. And
and they're just strangers. They're like not even people who have wronged him before.
They're within the vicinity of the Laurie compound. So he's making a straight line back to his home.
Yeah. And this is, I still think to this day, and I know this might be rub Halloween fans the wrong way. I think the best scene in any Halloween film is from 2018. And that's on Halloween night where those trick-or-treaters are happening. And it's just one tracking shot of Michael, and he's just going into random houses and randomly killing people.
Yep.
I think that's one of the most scary and terrifying scenes in the whole series. Yep. Because there's no rhyme or reason. He's just doing it.
Mm-hmm. He's so there's the thing that makes me feel like I'm going to bump this up in my ratings the more I go back to it, Ryan, has to do with the idea that you are talking about. This movie, so the first reboot for me as a Halloween fan was examining Laurie trauma in a more elaborate way than H2O did, and really focusing on Laurie's journey and also getting us back into the mode of Michael being unrelated to Laurie. He's just out for a night of trick-or-treating. It's fully established that Sartain unleashes him, so left to his own devices, Michael's not going to give a shit about going back to Laurie. He only goes back to Laurie because Sartain literally puts him in that direction before he kills Sartain. And so this film is doubling down on that and really hitting home the point of Michael Myers being evil personified. There's a lot of points in this movie where it feels like it's a mood piece on Michael Myers, and I appreciate that intent. Because the biggest plot through line in this movie is the mob led by Tommy Doyle. If there's a point A to point B timeline of where this story is going, it's about the mob that he leads, and the people he ropes into it. There's something wonderful to be said about that mob mentality and how you can get swooped up in that, how it affects the town of Haddonfield. I love the meditation that both Laurie and Hawkins have in the hospital rooms, reflecting on what their obsession with Michael has cost them. Like what has it truly done to affect Laurie's life? Obsessing over the idea that Michael Myers is coming back for her, only to realize that Michael was going to go kill anything no matter what. It wasn't about her. It was about anything because he's just a living, breathing monster. And in a lot of ways, this might be the best Halloween movie made in years because of the fact that it is focusing on that idea and not trying to build a lore and not trying to establish some kind of mythology for Myers. It's literally the idea that Carpenter put in that first movie of Michael just being out for a night of trick-or-treating because he finds a way to escape and just going out and killing. He's not killing, like, we're in spoiler territory now. He kills Karen at the end of this movie. The only reason he kills Karen is because Karen's in his house. The only reason he kills the Elam boy is because he's in his house. If they were not in that house, he would have been killing them. He's not going after them. So I liked the idea that this movie is presenting this notion that Michael is he's just a force. It's ruthless. He doesn't give a shit. He's out to do the only thing he instinctively knows how to do. And I love that there's no explanation for it. They're not trying to explain. They don't need to explain. It's an idea. It's not it's not like Jason, where Jason's I don't know, like Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong. Jason's not really protecting Crystal Lake. He's just killing people because he associates it with the teenagers that neglected him.
Yeah, or people just come to Crystal Lake too. I mean,
it's the reboot. He's territorial for sure.
Yeah. I mean, he just kills. But Brad, I know you had some thoughts on why you weren't a fan of it. Why don't you share those with us?
Just mostly like the townspeople of Haddonfield are freaking stupid, clueless. Just, if it was my experience, I heard like, oh, there's a supernatural serial killer back on the loose. I'd be like, cool, just jump in the car and just go to freaking Kansas or cross the Canadian border. Like, let's see him catch us. It's like, I don't know why people feel compelled to just like stay home in Haddonfield when this stuff happens. The people with trauma, I get, like forming the mob, but they're like a terrible mob. They finally get Michael on the ropes and they just beat him with 2x4s and sticks, like just to decapitate him, see how he comes back from that.
I thought about that too, because it's interesting because David Gordon Green mentioned that he was going to take the supernatural element out of this, but there is some sort of supernatural element to Michael Myers because, they talk about how Hawkins had an opportunity, stopped Loomis from executing him. And it's this weird thing where I don't think you can, because I think he's just evil personified. Yeah. He's evil on two legs. I'm guessing there's going to be some explanation because he took so many shots from the boyfriend, like point blank.
From Cameron, yeah.
And he kills that fucking kid in a horrible way.
But to be fair, he takes 6 shots from Loomis too in the first one.
He does.
And then like 4 more in the mob that kicks his ass.
Yeah, and he takes the knife in the back. I think they're going to explain it a little bit. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like we know that. Like we get that because we've seen him kill everybody. But like a lot of those people in the mob have only like heard or been around like a couple murders, and they're not supernatural murders. They're pretty normal killings. So it's like, they have no reason not to try something more severe.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. It's an interesting thing because it's that mob scene at the end too. When I don't know what triggers Michael to all of a sudden go crazy and kill everyone. Mm-hmm. But he all of a sudden he's dodging stuff and just like opening people up.
And friggin' what's her name? You just said her name. Laurie's daughter, Karen.
Yeah.
Stabs him with a pitchfork in the back and then just like lets it go. Like I would over and over again through the neck on the staircase, curb stomp him. But no, just one stab and she backs off. Like I guess because she planned to draw him to the mob anyway.
Yeah.
But still, like you've got him on the ropes. Just finish it off. Don't toy around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I always said this too. Even with the mob mentality, killing someone is a huge step. No matter what. And they, even though they hate Michael Myers, maybe they don't have the quote unquote killer instinct that he does.
He's like a 40-year boogeyman, like who's killed probably like 100 people at this point.
Well,
like in the last movie,
in this timeline, he killed his. He's already killed his sister, the teenagers in 78, and then the body count in Reboot, which was not as substantial. This one is where he gets his kill count, so it's less than 100. But yes, he's killed enough for people to be fed up with it.
A mass murder, right?
Yeah. It's different than when you're put in that situation. If you've seen the Night Stalker documentary on Netflix, that kind of happens to that serial killer where he is running from police and then they find out that it's the guy who's a serial killer, and the citizens of Los Angeles start just beating the shit out of him, but they never, take that final step. So I don't know. I there's a big difference from hurting someone to killing someone.
I guess.
I know it sounds really weird to say, but
Like Michael Myers has a rap sheet that's like indefensible, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd say the same thing about the Night Stalker, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I mean, if it was me, I wouldn't let that motherfucker get up. So
yeah, like that, like his entire identity is killing people. So it's like,
yeah,
maybe,
but
don't give that guy a chance to get up.
It is. The movie is shocking, and I mean, when he starts dispatching the mob too, it's shot in a way that's supposed to be kind of poetic, and it's really well done. I think. I mean, John Carpenter's great, but David Gordon Green might be the best director that's ever done a Halloween movie.
I wouldn't go that far. I think he's the best one to do it outside of Carpenter, hands down. That's not even a debate to me. Like he's the only one who's been able to tap into what makes Halloween great, that first one great. But yeah, I would see from your point of view, Ryan, how based on how these two have unfolded so far, how you would make a statement like that. Because it's impactful. It's impactful in a way that doesn't necessarily need to be directly tied into that first film. You could literally feasibly start with that first reboot and it works just as well. Yeah. I will tell you that I want to go back to Hawkins and Laurie for a minute because you were talking about the shot being poetic of him attacking the mob. First of all, based on the fact that Hawkins is still alive, I wouldn't count out Tommy or Brackett. We could definitely count out Nurse Chambers. She is fucking dead. And that scene where she's shooting off those guns, I had visceral reactions of those gun flashes. Like that shit was fucking unnerving. And then when she finally like tries to get him and it's fucking clicked, like it's brutal. But Brackett and Tommy, again, like we don't see anything super clear. We have no idea. I'm going to take a guess and say that they're fully dead because I think they're trying to prove some finality. And we just got a report that Halloween Ends is going to take place a few years after this. So we're going to be dealing with some consequences from this. The idea of that poetic imagery intercut with Laurie and Hawkins talking about what Michael has done to them and also what Michael is some of the best stuff I've ever seen come out of a Halloween franchise element, period. Even if you remove that first movie, like it's a lot more powerful than I expected it to be. And I'm wondering if the ill reception surrounding it has to do with the fact that they're not wanting that out of this reboot. But the other idea that I loved in this movie, and I thought it was handled very suspensefully, is so in the first Halloween, we have all the patients wandering around the grounds, and the only one who we see escape is Michael. And we got all the prisoners on the bus escaping, and they rounded up all but one. I loved the idea of another patient from Smith's Grove wandering around and how the mob would confuse that because of the whole he never takes off his mask thing. Those moments in the hospital where she's trying to protect that man, it was so fucking bizarre and great to watch that unfold and to give dramatic heft to the town of Haddonfield going crazy over the paranoia of Michael Myers. Like, it's powerful stuff. And when you intertwine that with a bloodbath like we get, it's amazing how this movie is able to toe the lines it does. And I think in order for it to do that, it has to be a little bit more of a tone poem for Michael Myers than a world building movie. And I love that it goes in that direction. Also, I'll say the Sam Loomis thing, I thought it was CG. I got a confirmation that it's makeup. That shit's amazing. That makeup is fucking dope.
Did he kill again?
I didn't like the voice of Loomis. I am picky when it comes to that. He's not great. He did fine. But those shots are incredible. I loved the flashbacks. It was composed in a Carpenter style. the look really helped with those Loomis moments. I think it was very bold of them to do that kind of Loomis movement in a series that is very, very sacred about how you portray Dr. Loomis outside of Pleasance's performance. And I think they handled it fucking beautifully. So yeah, I think it's a great film. When I walked out of it, I was unnerved because I guess I wasn't expecting them to go the places that they did. But the more that I thought about it days later, the more I'm like, this movie is a very, very gutsy Halloween movie for where they're going with this direction. I like the themes in the first reboot more, but I do think that these themes are absolutely of value. And also it's just a brutal fucking, this is his highest kill count in a single movie. It's insane.
Hey, Brad, wasn't it awesome when we were sitting in the theater and someone asked, did they not tell you about Michael? And the guy next to you said, no.
I'm having flashbacks to my 2 horrible experiences watching this movie.
Are you guys telling me that somebody at your screening of Halloween Kills, which I'm assuming was on a Friday, correct?
And a Saturday.
Yeah, by the way, thanks for not inviting me, jackasses.
Wait, Thursday and Friday.
I went Thursday night. So but you and Ryan went Friday. Thanks for not inviting me. Anyway.
You went before me, dickhead.
But this man had the audacity to heckle a Halloween movie.
No, I think they were like drunk because
they were throwing back some shots. Yeah.
Ryan, you arrest them. That's what you do. You arrest them. That's what you do.
But it was one of those things where they didn't bother me too much, but they were also not doing it constantly, but they were doing it enough where it was a distraction.
They were doing it like intermittently enough that where if you wrote them up, like the people would come in and watch and like it would be a lull and they'd be like, oh, well, this is not worth it. And then as soon as they left, they would guaranteed they would start talking again. So it was like pointless to write them up.
Gotcha. I at the screening I went to, the gal that I was with, she and I noticed that we weren't the oldest people in the theater, but there was a proportion amount of like younger kids there. And I suddenly remembered like, oh yeah, horror films are really popular with teenagers. I had completely forgotten about that whole aspect of the market. And they were reacting to the movie. They were getting involved in it. They were getting terrified. It gives me hope for the future of Halloween that people still find this concept scary, which is really cool because it means my favorite franchise can continue. And
it's going to continue. It made over $50 million this weekend.
I know. Hey Ryan, let me ask you, who's the highest grossing franchise right now? That's still running.
James Bond.
Just shut up. Technically it'd be MCU. Let me ask you, Ryan, who's the big money daddy in the horror franchise right now?
The Conjuring.
No, damn it, you're right. Shit. Guys, Halloween made a lot of money and I'm very fucking happy about it.
Yep. Good stuff.
Yep.
Next week is Dune.
David Lynch's Dune? Why are we doing a retro review? You hate David Lynch.
It's Denis Villeneuve, baby.
Dennis Vanilla Ice.
Oh, we're doing Dune? I thought we were doing French Dispatch.
Kidding. We're doing French Dispatch. Are we going to be able to see it, Brad?
No.
It depends. It's playing at the Alamo and the Landmark, and I have to imagine Regal or AMC have to have a little bit of it, right?
Maybe like a few locations, maybe not a bunch. I mean, let's be frank. How many movies are out there where they really have a choice?
Can I still be Ryan?
Like I mean, I'm only going to watch it at those 2 places, so.
Right.
So, Brad, we can do the French Dispatch because it's playing a lot at the Alamo. So.
Yeah. And you get like a free French Dispatch magazine.
Cool.
If you attend there at the Landmark and that. So, yeah, I mean.
So, Brad, I will pick the French Dispatch if you can guess my trivia question.
Oh, no.
Who is the greatest superhero of all time?
Oh, man. I know the right answer, but I want to say a different one. Fine. Spider-Man.
French Dispatch it is, baby.
Hey,
Well,
Brad,
that's
what is
not
it?
fair. I
Hey,
should
Brad,
be
what does it
allowed
feel
to
like to
participate
sell?
in trivia.
Brad, what is it like to sell out your values?
I hate myself.
So
Good.
yes, but Corinne, are you willing to sell your soul to make Dune the movie next week?
Not my soul, but I mean, I'll probably sell something else. I mean,
Well,
you
Brad
want
totally
like my
did.
shitty couch?
I'm a
Nope.
whore.
Yep, Brad just got on his knees and sucked the teat of, I don't know.
Ryan Frost.
Ew.
No, not me.
That, by the way, fans of Real Nerds, please don't make that artwork, please.
I feel like there may be a blank week coming up where we could revisit Dune. So,
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there will be. Here's my question though, Ryan. You don't like French things.
No.
Well, this is not a French thing. It's a publication in Kansas called the French Dispatch. So
it's got
Yeah,
French
where
in
in
the title.
Kansas?
none of your beeswax, Kansas. I don't know.
None of your beeswax, Kansas? Oh, that's right. Home of the fighting ostriches. Yeah.
No,
Well, I always
I
thought
stripped that
Wichita
Dwight
was
joke.
weird anyways, because they have those weird bronze statues of kids playing on the street. It's really weird.
That was
Crickets,
Liberty, Kansas, which I don't think is a real place.
No, in Wichita, when I was there for training for Qdoba years ago, I was walking down and they had these weird kid statues just in the middle of the sidewalk.
Yes, I know what you're talking about, Ryan, but I'm seeing that the French Dispatch is, what is it? The French Dispatch of the Liberty, Kansas Evening Sun? And I don't think there is a town called Liberty, Kansas. There's a liberal Kansas.
Wait, I have an idea. We can do 2 movies.
Ooh.
Oh man.
We're going to do
Ooh,
Halloween
double
Kills
header.
again? Nice.
No, because, I mean, Warner Brothers wanted to not make money this year, so we can watch Dune on HBO Max, too.
Go to the theater and get they fucked up. We need to keep the theater alive.
Warner Brothers didn't want to make that sacrifice, so.
I want Matrix Resurrections to do well, please.
Nope.
I retract my earlier statement. There is a Liberty, Kansas. It's down by Cherryvale in the SEK.
Gotcha. To be fair, Disney didn't want movie theaters to succeed either until they chickened out. So,
anyways,
well,
we're seeing movies. It's what we do.
I looked up the French Dispatch synopsis, and it says it brings to life a collection of stories from the final issue of an American magazine published in a fictional 20th century French city.
Yep.
So Liberty, Kansas is a fictional French city?
It's an outlet of that American paper from Liberty, Kansas, dispatching out of France.
I don't get it.
We'll see you at the movies.
I just know
Bye.
Christoph Waltz is in it. Bye.
Peace.
Say bye, Brad, or we're not going to watch the French Dispatch.
It hurts. It hurts. Fine. I'll just watch the French Dispatch on my own.
Oh, I thought I was going to get a 10-year end. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Real Nerds Podcast. Real Nerds Podcast is a production of Nebulous Visions Multimedia. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill and Plan 9 Studios for our kick-ass theme song. Also, if you're in the Denver area and you're looking for a cool place to see movies, we see them at the Alamo Drafthouse in Littleton and now also in Sloan's Lake. Thank you to Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics for supplying us with all our comic needs, especially you, Andrew. You know who you are. And a big shout out to James's mom. I'm giving you an electronic hug that you can feel through the airwaves. Thanks for listening, and have a nice day.